you are King Edge. We have
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Division 5 Monza. You're joined by myself, Edge, and you're also joined by Mr. With Me Teeth. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, mate. Yourself?
I'm good. We are looking forward to the first race of Division 5 Monza. As mentioned, we will be on board with Cross Eyes here as we have a look. Joining mid-quali, it's been about 2 minutes. No one has actually set a lap yet, but I think THC JJ Gamer will be our first set a lap. Already had 3 races so far. With what's your predictions for this race, if you wouldn't mind me asking?
Well, judging by the other divisions, I think it's going to be a bit close with Kick and Mercedes, as we've just got JJ starting his lap now. But yeah, I do also expect to see some other teams up there, maybe the McLarens, as Jay just comes into turn 1 now. Rides that curve, which you don't really want to do. Turn 2 looks like an alright exit. He's on the mediums, so the times will be a lot quicker than this. Coming up to Sector 2 now. Very hard to get right. Don't want to get on the grass. That looked actually pretty good. Coming into the first Lesmos now. It's a tiny stab of the brakes. Coming to second Lesmos now. It's a bit more on the brakes. Now we're on the straight. Going to not burn too much battery because he doesn't have too much left. Coming into Ascari now. See if he takes in 6th or 5th. 5th. Looked alright through there. Still got quite a bit of battery. He's going to burn it to around 20%. There's a car almost in his way. There's another car at the end of this little straight, Parabolica. It looks like he's just starting a lap. Coming around the last corner now, setting the first lap of the session. And it will be a 21.3.
It's a pretty decent lap to start off at the moment, as we will have, I think Cross Eyes will be the next to cross the line here. Also on that medium tyre, it's very interesting that they've decided to go with the mediums for the sprint qualifying. I would have thought you would go the softs. As Cross Eyes, it's a 120.3, stamping down his authority compared to JJ Gamer.
Yeah, we've got the 2 McLarens now as SJ was getting a little bit of a tow, but it looks like he's 3 seconds down as was that NZT was right behind him, getting again a little bit of a slipstream. But yeah, the mediums in the sprint quali, because it is a sprint weekend, they're actually not too bad, as Solomon Davey goes 3rd fastest with a 20.8. Yeah, the mediums definitely feels like they get quicker and quicker the more you use them, but yeah, expect to see some quicker times on the softs.
A few drivers still in the pits, which has been interesting, of MSG Overloaded, Damino, and Swift, and Dante and Mud. I think actually Dante's come back in, so he's clearly not happy with, he needs to refuel because he's invalidated. Swift has actually left the game, so we'll just get him an invite. MSG Overloaded and MSG Overloaded's coming out of the pits. As Akuji goes P2 with a 120.4. Just have a look what time. That's the first lap we've seen set on the softs as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have Swift added, but
I've already sent him an invite.
because there's not. Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're good.
But yeah, because it's a very top speed heavy track. The softs and mediums shouldn't have too much of a difference between them. As we can see with Cross Eyes and Akuji, there's a lot of cars coming to finish their lap now.
And I'm just trying to go on board with the next one. Vettel hasn't validated. So I think it would be the red. It's not the Red Bull. It might be the Ferrari of Mud. No, he's on the out lap. Drift is on a lap. He's coming down the second straight there. And I think he will be the next to set a lap for the first time on those mediums. So we're just going to stay on board with Drift for a little bit. One of the veterans of Div 5, I think I'm keen to say. We do have a few drivers that are brand new and a few drivers that have been sort of your commodities in Div 5. Definitely Cross Eyes and Tyler Davey. Corondog, SJ, and Vettel and Drift, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure the rest of the grid is either people who have dropped down... Oh, and Damino, sorry. My apologies. But the rest of the grid either just getting promoted to full-time in Div 5 with all the changes that have happened, especially with Div 6, which is actually starting tomorrow, as Team T Legend has invalidated. MSG Overload, one of the new drivers. Corondog goes pole.
Wow. That's come out of nowhere. He's on the mediums too. And over a 10th to P2. There's a lot of cars coming over the line.
Response!
With a 20.0, wow.
These are some quick times here. Oh my goodness, I've just realized. The top 11 are covered by 1 second.
Wow.
That is crazy close.
It's very close.
Although it being
didn't expect
Monza.
it to be that close, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, it is Monza, so it is known for sort of being close qualifying and it being that millisecond or that slight mess up maybe coming through a Scari that does cost people pole.
Got Mud finishing a lap now. Goes second fastest with 20.2.
We've just got MSG Overloaded as well on the softs. Goes 12th fastest. So I think the last one to set a lap will be Dante, so we'll go on board with Dante for a bit. Swift needs another invite, so we'll do that quickly. And Fat Eagle has predicted Tyler Davey for pole. Where is
I could say it.
Where is Swift?
You never know at Monza.
I know it's
at the moment, it's looking like
Swift.
Haas, Ferrari, and the Kicks are the ones to look out for, and maybe the McLarens as well.
And the Alpine.
Well, there's only one Alpine up there at the moment.
I would still say the Alpine's
Akuji's doing a pretty good job there as well. But so we've got SJ's coming into the pits. Got Dante.
I would say Dante's coming into the pits as well.
Coming in again.
Not happy with those times.
No.
So
Mud looks to be coming in.
Just wait for this yellow flag to clear so we can see how much time is left. What about the visas? Well, the visas are 15th and 18th want now, so until we see a time from them, I'm probably going to say that we're not exactly expecting much from them at the moment. Obviously, there is still time to set a lap, but I think we're just waiting for it as Mud will come back in. Out of fuel pretty much. Toodle might be on a lap here.
He's coming in. He's on
coming in. Bangladesh let the
got very close with
through, who is Vettel.
It was MSG and another car. I didn't see exactly who, but they got very close in Parabolica.
Absolutely. I'm trying to see how much time there is. But
Yeah.
there's a constant yellow flag which doesn't allow me to see the timer left. So
Looks like he's out of fuel, I think.
2 minutes left, so we should actually start seeing everyone come out of the pits. And if they're not out of the pits soon, I'm almost tempted to say that they'll be locked in. Bangladesh, I think, is done for qualifying because he is going through slowly. He's on none mode. I don't know how much fuel he has left.
It looks like he has about a lap of fuel, if I can see that on his wheel. Might just be waiting for this car to come behind him so he can get a bit of a slipstream. It's a Kuji, who's just starting his lap.
Yeah, he was definitely waiting for that because he's coming around the bend now.
Still on none.
Still on none.
Still none on the battery.
He's going for another lap, though. He's just switched to the hot lap, so we'll keep an eye on him. Vettel will be the first of the final runs, though. So we'll go on board with Vettel for a bit. Totally pushing that ERS as much as he can.
There's a lot of traffic in front of him, though.
He's gone purple sector 2, though.
In like a good lap, but I hope everyone gets out of the way.
Yeah, it looks like people are starting to get out of the way just before their laps are starting. He has actually gone in between the Visa Cash apps, so he will actually stop them from going. 50 seconds left. Two-door is out. Swift is out. So that will be them finished. Vettel will go pole with a 19.3!
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Alright, relax.
Well, that lap compared to everyone else, that is a crazy lap.
That is a crazy lap.
Looks like he got a bit of a slipstream there. But wow, that is... I wasn't expecting that from Vettel. That's
absolutely not. That is amazing. I think Akuji will be the next to actually set a lap, and he does look like to be up on his time. I don't think Akuji's going to improve.
No. It'll be very close if they can make up some time at Parabolica, but no.
So the Ferraris will be next. Bangladesh has invalidated, so it'll just be Mud, who does not improve either. I've got to quickly invite Swift again. This will be the last one. If this doesn't work, then that's it.
I can try send Swift one.
I got one. Yeah, Swift. Alright.
Cross-eyes
does not improve. Matty does improve. Hey improves. We're starting to see the 19s coming out.
There's a lot of cars coming to finish their laps now.
Just staying on board with this McLaren duo, who is sitting behind the Red Bull of Dante M&M. As TMT goes third. Just going to stay on with Crone Dog here. Going for it. Gets third. SJ gets 7th. Who's next to improve?
A lot of cars coming.
Tyler Davey will go 16th. 17th, as MSG Overload will be the last across the line. Goes 19th.
I think that's it.
That's it. I think Akuji will be the last across the line. I don't know if he's going for it. He's in hot lap, and he switched it to none. Never mind. So, that is your qualifying. Vettel is on pole, followed by Cross-Eyes, Crone Dog, TMT Legend, Hey, Matty, SJ, or the Governor, Mud, NZT Champ, or Cheap. How do you say that? NZT. We'll just go with NZT. But yeah, Vettel will claim. We'll ask if he comes into a podium. If he comes into the podium, we'll ask that. But followed by Dante, THC, JJ Gamer, Akuji, Two-Door, Damino, Minmay, Drift, Tyler Mendavy, Asif, MSG Overloaded, and Swift, who was not able to set a time. But the entire grid covered by 1.5 seconds. That is close.
Yeah.
And I do want to point out, it's not a good performance for Kick Sauber compared to the rest of the weekend, is it?
Compared to the rest of the weekend? Yeah.
Chef. Thank you, Thunderbolts. Is it Chef?
Chef? I think it's Chef.
I think it's Chef. Okay, we'll go with Chef. Thank you, Thunderbolts.
But the kicks, especially of Two-Door, he went out on the medium, so he didn't go back out at the end. So that's not very...
cash money.
No. What's the word?
It's not a
I'm
true
thinking of a
reflection
word.
of pace.
That's it. Yep.
There you
As
go. Yeah.
Groucho's left. I'm thinking that's Swift.
Yeah, that is Swift.
Okay.
Maybe just send him an invite if you can.
Yep.
Hopefully that hasn't broken the lobby. Doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
Maybe try verifying GameFi with Swift, because there has been a couple of issues. As we prepare for 5 red lights, and away we go. Vettel leading.
Oh, someone hasn't got
Not
off the
getting
line.
off the line at all. Crondog moving up into P2 as well. Matty, you taking third. Cross-eyes falling down the order, as I think that was TMT Legend taking to the grass there. And taking to the outside of the track. So he'll have to give up some positions there. We'll just monitor the rest of the grid as we come through turn 1. I think everyone's got through cleanly somewhat. Swift Ghost
got
is
damage.
there. JJ has damage as well.
A lot of people have damage.
Yeah, I think that Aston Martin not getting off will cause a lot of troubles. As Tudor does not have a wing. So we'll switch it back over to Vettel and have a look. I've just realised I don't have telemetry. So we'll do that, focusing on the front 3 here who have broken DRS already to Cross-eyes. So definitely something's happened.
What was that? Hayes had a bit of a moment. Hayes spun into the gravel and it looks like into the wall. Just missing Toodle Gaming.
He has not got damage though. I think that's the main thing there. So not a good result for the Aston Martin. Did qualify up there, but not necessarily keeping his nose out of trouble. We'll just monitor the top 3 at the moment. Cross-eyes is leading that second train, but without that DRS, it could be a bit of a trouble.
Oh, TMT spun.
TMT and SJ have gone wide.
TMT spun.
TMT spun. Ooh.
He got damage and he's coming into the pits now.
So he'll be our first pit as JJ Gamer will come in. And JJ has sped into the... What's happened?
Crondog and Vettel go side by side through turn 1 and 2, and Crondog gets the lead.
Apologies that I missed that. We did have a couple of people pitting, and I think we actually do have our first penalty as well, if we have a look. Yep, JJ has a 10-second. Everyone on those medium tyres switching around. Let's have a look at who's our biggest gainer so far. That would be Damino and Akuji and MSG Overloaded, going up 7 positions each, with Swift very close behind in 6. And Drift in 6 as well. So a few gainers and then some big losers, including Hey and TMT Legend, with 12 and 14 positions lost respectfully.
Mud's going for it on Akuji, trying to go around the outside at Ascari, it looks like. It's a
This will be close.
Very daring
Holds
overtake
it. Akuji going for it. Holds it very well there. Some very good driving from Mud and Akuji there. I think the big thing is Vettel getting overtaken by Crondog. Although he's going for it, he is lining it up.
Yep, he is. Looks like he's going to try go for it.
Crondog will set the fastest lap, followed by Cross-eyes, who has actually caught back up to Matty, who has dropped out of DRS. So that'll be the main thing for Cross-eyes, is trying to get back into that DRS, as Vettel does get the move done before turn 1. And Damino, Akuji, and Mud all going side by side through turn 1. So we will see some good fighting there. And Damino's off the track. A little bit of contact from Akuji. No damage from the looks of it.
Here comes SJ though.
Oh, SJ gets the move
SJ around the outside.
At Curva Grande too.
Taking advantage of a car off the track. Very good from SJ there.
I think that will be checked.
Looking a bit
Sorry, I need you to take this.
Down the grid. MSG Overloaded is getting pretty close to NZT, but also Crondog is getting very close to Vettel, so it looks like he's going to try go for it as they come through Ascari now. Looks like he's going to try go for it on this on the main straight.
Yeah, but he's got to worry about Cross-eyes surely, because Cross-eyes is closer.
Yeah. And Matty's just staying in DRS. I wonder if he'll have it for this straight. I don't think he does.
Just keep an eye on this battle up front as Crondog will close and close and close. Going for it.
Cross eyes.
Will Cross Eyes go for it? Cross Eyes will go for it. Vettel's dropped down 2 positions in a straight.
Oh.
He won't be
Cross
too
Eyes had a
fast, though. It only being lap 4 out of a 9-lap race.
Cross eyes had a little lock of the rears coming into turn 1.
Oh my goodness. Drift and NZT going side by side through turn 2. Drift getting the move done.
Wow.
That is crazy. And then NZT's coming right back at him. Is he going to go for the move
He's got no
here?
battery.
He's got no battery, but he goes for the
he's
dive
going
bomb.
down the
Pulls it
inside.
up nicely. That's a brilliant move there from NZT.
Okay. Very good move. Not expecting that to
Absolutely
to
not.
work off, to pay off there.
As Akuji gets a
for
3-second time
Akuji.
penalty. Holding up.
Watch that happen. Oh, here goes Mud down the inside of the Scurry. Is Dante Eminem going to follow him through, trying to go down the inside?
Oh,
A little bit of
that's
contact.
some good-
Akuji's off the track.
I think that's fair racing, though. He keeps the position. As Hey will get past Swift. Do you mind sending Swift an invite with?
Yep, I can try.
That's all good. Drift going side by side with NZT through the Parabolica, trying to keep that position. Will he get the DRS, or is that going to go to NZT? We'll just monitor that very closely. Very different in battery there, as Drift will push. NZT will have the DRS. Side by side, we'll get it on board with MSG as they are going side by side down that main straight. Will they stay side by side going through the corner? Yes, they will. MSG does touch Drift a little bit, but NZT does get the move done. Thanks, Yuki. Chrome Dog will get past Cross Eyes for the lead. Vettel is there. Mud will get past Akuji. Can SJ follow Mud through? He won't through this corner on turn 4 and turn 5. Akuji not feeling the car from the looks of it.
No, had a couple snaps as SJ's right on the back of Akuji. To Swift, just add me on EA, as it looks like Dante's going around the outside of SJ. They're going to try go side by side through a Scary. Looks like he's just stayed behind.
Cross Eyes gets a 3-second time penalty.
Ooh. Oh, is this contact between Dante and SJ, and Dante has crashed out of the sprint race.
That'll be
Not
interesting
too
to
sure what
see.
I think SJ just had a bit of a moment.
Did not catch that on stream, unfortunately, so I can't add that to the list of noted incidents. But definitely make sure that you keep those reports open, as Vettel will go for the move. Will he go for Chrome Dog? He won't. He'll keep it smart and stay in P2. Lap 6 out of 9. We are almost 66% of the way through the race, as Cross Eyes has spun.
Oh,
Having
no.
to take to the exit road. Matty will get past. Will he lose position of Mud? No, he won't. He'll join that train, as it does look like Drift has gone wide as well, and gets another 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Tyler will move up into that P11. Tyler having a brilliant race so far.
Yeah, it looks like we've just got an onboard request for Akuji, who just happens to be at the back of this fight with Mud and Cross Eyes. Reckon we should just stay on, starting now. It'd be interesting to see what happens here with Mud and Cross Eyes. They're getting very close. Is he going to try to stay behind, or is he going to go for it? It looks like he's going for it. Let's see this. See what happens as Hey is retired coming out of the second Lesmos.
That is a crash. That is not good. Hey hasn't had the best start to Div 5. Obviously not getting off the start, as Akuji will go for the move on Cross Eyes. Does he get the move done? He does get the move done. Can he also get the move on Mud to move up into P4? Obviously that penalty is still hanging over him, but he might be able to get it removed.
Looks like he's going to go for it, but looking behind, Cross Eyes is also there. They're going to make it 3 wide coming into turn 1.
Oh my
And it
goodness.
looks like
And
Akuji's
SJ almost
just
got the
stayed
move
ahead.
done.
Oh, it's a bit of contact with Mud, SJ, and Cross Eyes there as well.
I did jump off Akuji there slightly, so I will stay on him past those Lesmos. And then we'll jump off and go to the wide view, going into that DRS sector. But Vettel and Chrome Dog breaking off from the grid so far, I think. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, definitely. Looks like Cross Eyes was catching up a bit before that spin, but Matty can still see Chrome Dog and Vettel in the distance, so it's not too over for him.
Yeah, it's not over yet. He's definitely secured that P3 at the moment with the Akuji, Cross Eyes, Mud, SJ, and Damino fight.
It's a lot
But
of people in one fight.
yeah, definitely seeing that there is a if you lose DRS here,
Oh,
kind of
mud! Mud's into the wall.
Mud's out. That's another one.
Wow. Looks like another moment there from
Have a look.
from
Oh,
Crossey's, I think.
Banglabay's out as well.
In the same spot.
In
Both
the same
Ferraris.
spot as his teammate. Oh, Ferrari's
the
gone from
exact
having a
same spot
decent
as
weekend to
Dante.
a shocking weekend. Oh no!
Wow. As we've got what is happening here, looks like they're side by side, Akuji and Crosseyes.
Kuji and Crosseyes are side by side. Demino and SJ are side by side. What is going on? They have dropped. And Demino's been spun.
Demino spun.
I don't know if that was helped by SJ or not. It's very hard to see. We'll keep that there for the moment and say that it wasn't SJ who spun him, but we'll just have an idea because it has been some banging wheels, which is fair in racing, but just sort of trying to keep it clean as SJ will look at possibly trying to do the move.
MSG Overloaded has gone way off the track to overtake Demino. Not too sure what happened.
Either he will get a 10-second time penalty for illegal overtake, or he will probably get penalised by the recording driver. We'll have a look and we'll just monitor that. I don't think there's much reason to follow this Chrome Dog Vettel fight because it does seem like they are just switching positions, both on medium battery. And Matty has caught up by 3/10 though, and Akuji, Crosseyes, and SJ have fallen back. So I think SJ is hoping that something happens with Crosseyes and Akuji, and he will actually get past and fight Matty for that P3 spot. But at the moment, SJ is in P4, so a really good recovery weekend for the McLaren so far, finishing P2 and P4 if the race were to end. But Vettel has taken that, taken that first place, so we'll monitor that as Akuji starts falling down the order 3 wide going into turn 1. SJ will try to get the move done. Oh, that's very tricky from SJ there. I don't think Crosseyes will be
got
too
damage.
happy. Crosseyes got damage? Crosseyes?
Yep, I could see it on his car.
Crosseyes does have damage. He has
the front right end plate.
Front right end plate. Just keep an eye as Vettel does go off the track at turn 5, going through Lesmo 1.
Out. Akuji and Crosseyes go side by side.
Akuji will get that move done. Demino will try to follow through. Has he got the overlap? He does. Crosseyes will fall down another position and actually fall down more as MSG does get past.
Tom and Davey might look for a little move as Akuji gets another 3 second.
That'll make him drop out of that top 8 as well. Tyler Mendavy will get the position on P8 as well. So that actually puts Tyler back into the points. We'll just go back with the Chrome Dog Vettel fight as we are getting closer.
Someone's off the track. Damino's off the track. MSG Overloaded spun and it looks like he's in the wall. Just missing out on points.
I don't think he's in the wall yet, but Vettel will be the first winner in Div 5, followed by Chrome Dog very close. Matty will take the final spot on the podium. SJ will take P4. I think Demino will take P5, but that is a very tight battle pack there. As Demino will take P5, Tyler will take P6, Minmay will take P7. So kick in the points. Haas getting a P8, P9. Drift will get P10, and Akuji will slip down all the way to P11. MSG Overload will get P12. Swift will get P13. TNT Legend will get P14. He'll be very happy about his other driver, but not necessarily his own performance. Williams not having that good of a weekend so far.
No,
although it's better.
Ferrari.
I was going to say, it's better than the Ferrari weekend, I should say.
Yeah. Also, I saw at the end there that Minmay, I think, had gone up 7 positions. Tom and Davey up 11 and Demino up 8. So that's just in a 9-lap sprint. So I'm excited to see what's in the feature.
Definitely a track for overtaking, I think.
Yeah, and staying out of incidents, as we saw there.
So we'll just scroll down, just so I can get that. But obviously, as mentioned, Vettel will get the first win of Div 5. Chrome Dog will get 2nd. Matty will get 3rd. SJ will get 4th. Demino gets 5th. Tyler Mendavy gets 6th. Minmay gets 7th. NZ Chef will get 8th. Rounding out the points. Crosseyes 9th. That's not a good result for Crosseyes, I don't think. I think he'll be one to look out for in the feature. But Drift P10, Akuji P11, MSG Overload P12, Swift P13, Team T14, and I think that was Two-Door in 15th. Now, while we're looking at this, I do want to mention that we are fully sponsored by AI369. So massive thank you to them for being one of our main sponsors here, as well as SimLabs and Pagnian. And
We've got a wet quali.
Big Nation, we also do have a wet quali. I did see that. I'm about to say, I did need to throw that out there, but we have a wet quali. I don't think that changes much.
You I mean, you never know. There could be some people coming out of nowhere that are quite strong in the wet. But yeah, in that sprint, Minmay was at the back. I noticed him at the back at the start. It looked like a crazy recovery drive to get back into the points there at the end.
Absolutely. I think Minmay and Tyler are already pushing themselves for driver of the day. Especially after that performance in 6 laps, or in 9 laps, to go from 16th to 6th from 17th. So, it's a good recovery drive from Tyler there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be interesting to see what he does with a better quali, but obviously with rain, it does throw that aspect in. Have a look at the tyres. Everyone going for the inters.
Do you think we'll see some crashes in quali? Edge?
I think we'll see some crashes, even if it wasn't wet. I mean, how many people did we have retire? I think we had 4 retire in the previous race, and 3 of them were at Ascari. So it'll definitely be an interesting, interesting finish. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I wonder if people might not want to get a slipstream from other drivers here, as it is the wet, and it may just hinder you more than it helps. But it looks like we've got Groucho leading a massive pack of cars.
I was about to say, I think Groucho will be the one to watch here, because we didn't see his pace at all on the sprint. So this will be his first qualifying.
That is true.
So, obviously previous Kick Sauber driver, so one of your former employees, I think it's fair to say, as he does go wide. Doesn't go into the wall, though.
It's very close.
But as mentioned, one of your former drivers, so I'm assuming everything was mutual between you two?
I mean, you were the TP last season, but
that is a very good point.
But yeah, I'd say it was all mutual.
That's fair.
Hey, looks like just had a couple snaps coming out of the last corner to start their lap.
I was about to say, Hey will be leading that, but I think Dante, Eminem, and Swift are going side by side in qualifying, which is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, they're too close. They're going to get held up.
I think Dante will be trying to get past MSG over, or will try to get past Hey here. But the question is Swift is going for it. I think that's the interesting point to put. Everyone is in hot lap. A variation of battery, though. Dante already down to 55%. Hey down to 87%. And he's gone purple in Sector 1.
Yeah. I think maybe Dante just thought that Groucho was going to be a bit slow.
Oh, that's a big snap from Hey there. What a good save, though.
I did not see that on my screen, but yeah, I feel like it's just way too close here.
Yeah, no, it definitely is way too close, especially for Italy. We'll just watch how the conditions are going through Ascari. I think there's a little bit laggy from Hey. I don't know if that's my side or if that's in general.
I'm just looking at another pack now. It looks like SJ, TMT, and Krondog. Krondog is on an outlap.
Finn, if you want a 2-door onboard, you do have to pay for it, unfortunately. We aren't...
I'll pay for it.
You can pay for it. I mean, it's the TP, so...
Yep. There you go. 2-door onboard.
Let's say, as Dante does go pole with a 28-2. Swift goes
better be quick
third.
with this 2-door, because it looks like he's on a lap. But he's coming out to traffic right now.
I don't think he's on a lap because he's in medium, but he is in overtake now.
He is burning.
He is burning. So we'll just keep an eye on this.
Here's the car in front. Looks like MSG overloaded.
It will be MSG overloaded, which probably isn't good, but it's probably not the worst thing to have, especially coming around the Parabolica. As Mud goes P3. Now, Aston Martin, where have they come from? 2-door goes 8th, but I just want to point out that Aston Martin, they're 2nd and 4th at the moment.
Yeah, and almost
SJ
polar opposites.
P12.
Almost polar opposite with the Haas. The Haas's
Yeah,
sort
absolutely.
of to the middle to the back.
Just keep an eye on
Um,
Tyler, our driver of the day from the sprint. He is burning. Full going for it. Let's see what time he sets. He goes fifth. We'll go on to the other
Vettel's coming around now.
Mercedes with Vettel,
Just all
who
his battery
will
though.
go third.
Oh, okay.
That is a decent result for the Mercedes drivers there.
Decent result. Very decent.
Yeah, very decent. Average, some may say.
Yeah, it was alright.
A lot of two-door support coming
finishing
in.
another lap. Hayhead's very close to Dante M&M there. At the front.
We'll just
Seeing a
see-
couple cars come over the line now.
It's hard to stay on track with who's going on across and who's not. Kuji will be the next across the line, not improving. And the Haas's are coming into the pits. It doesn't look like we had any jumps there. So we've got 4 drivers left to set a lap. Kurndog is on a lap. So is TMT Legend. So is... I think that's Two-Door again is going for another lap, I think. Two-Door is in hot lap, so he'll be lining up a lap. We'll go back to TMT. Just see what his lap is, and then we'll go to Krondog afterwards, as TMT does go 7th. Krondog only 16th. That is interesting.
Yeah. I think he might be looking to go for another lap.
We'll have a look at that two-door lap, considering there was an onboard for a lap with two-door. And we didn't actually get the lap with two-door.
Oh, okay.
So we'll give the fanboys something to enjoy.
Yeah, Kickstarter's looking like they have a massive fan base.
I think just two-door.
No, there's someone in chat talking about Minmay, so...
Yeah, but that's you.
I said no. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, Toodles in medium, so trying to keep a lot of battery for the next straight, it looks like. Good lap from Swift there as well, looks like. But coming into a scurry now. 4th through there. Might be because of the rain. Getting a bit squirrely on the exit there. In the wet, maybe trying to cool down the tyres a little bit. Burning a lot of battery coming down this straight towards Parabolica. It looks like an alright corner. Trying to burn the rest. Coming up to the line now. Let's see where he goes. To P9 with a 29.3. It's a 7/10th improvement. Let's see who else we've got coming around now. We've got TMT. Looks like he's just starting another lap. SJ has gone 4th fastest with a 28.7. It looks like we've got Williams coming into the pits. We've got Minmay, who's starting a lap now. We've got the Mercedes of Vettel, who goes quickest with a 28.1. We've got
That's the
other
Mercedes team we know.
Tyler, who goes 4th
P4.
fastest.
It's getting interesting.
Mercedes are looking alright here.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, it's average.
I don't know how many
Could be
times we
better,
can say it's alright. Where's Midday?
Kick's always better. He hasn't had a lap yet, so...
Well, we'll actually go on... I was about to say, we'll actually go on board with May here as he does go for a lap. We'll see how he's going. Going through turn 5 and going through Lesmo 1 here. A dry line is starting to form. I don't know if that's a good sign, though. There is still rain on the track. But the line is drying out.
It looks like the times are getting quicker, so I wonder if...
we might have a dry part of qualifying. The rain doesn't...
Or a drier part.
Yeah, a drier part. There definitely will be a...
It's a bit too late to see a full dry.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we will see a last to set a lap may potentially get pole. So we'll be
TMT's gone 5th fastest. Just had to put that out there.
That's fine.
Good lap from him.
Very good lap from TMT.
Coming around Parabolica now, using all the battery up to the line.
Goes P10.
Okay, that's a pretty good lap there from Minmay.
It's a very good lap from Minmay there.
The person that said that it'll be up there in the chat looks pretty right there.
Pretty mid.
We've got an Aston starting a lap now. the essence of drift. That wasn't a very nice comment. Let's see. We've got Mud, who is in hot lap. Looks like he's on a lap as well. I can't see how long left in the session.
Neither. There's too many yellow flags.
There's a lot of cars coming.
Guys, can we stop causing yellow flags so we can see how long the time is left?
There's a McLaren stopped on track. Let's just Crone Dog letting some people past.
A look. Hopefully, as Mud goes pole.
Mud.
The track's drying out, I reckon.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
As Bangler by, looks like he's doing what he did in the sprint quali and just slowing down, maybe to let some other people come. But he looks like he's out of fuel, so he's coming into the pits.
7 minutes. Thank you, Dynasty. So we have 7 minutes left of quali. Has the rain stopped? No.
No, definitely not.
No, it's just the camera I was looking at.
Goes 8th fastest. We've got some other cars coming now. It looks like
looks like Midnight is one of them, who is going to come into the pits.
Who's coming into the pits?
I think we have a Red Bull starting an out lap. Maddie goes second, actually.
We've got Hey Hey finishing their lap.
Hey Hey goes pole.
Goes quickest.
Drift will come across the
over
line
a second.
here and goes second.
Okay, yeah, I think it's drying.
Yeah,
out.
The track's definitely drying out.
Just slight feeling.
Nice voice crack.
Anyway,
we'll go have a look at who
is-
jumps up next. I think Cross-Eyes actually just started his
water.
lap. Yeah, absolutely grab one.
Yep. Thank you.
Crone Dog will be coming into the pits. I think that is Mud coming back around the track. We'll see if he's going for another lap. He will come across to set a lap. Will not improve though. We'll go on board with, I think it's MSG Overloaded, who comes across the line to just start his lap. Give me a second because I've got to do a couple of mod things. So just give me a second.
Just about to bring that up.
It's all good. I got it.
We've got the Haas of NZT. Looks like either starting a lap or coming into the pits. We've also got the Williams of Groucho starting a lap.
Dynasty's got it for me.
2 steps ahead.
Yep.
What do we think? Just keep a lap with Groucho, is just starting it. See how
yeah, we'll go on
see how much dry the track is getting as Dante M&M goes second fastest. So we've also got the 2 Astons coming into the pits. We've got Jay ending a lap. See 4th fast. Yeah, track is definitely getting drier. As we've got SJ starting a lap on medium battery. Two-door starting a lap, burning the battery just as it gets over the line. A lot of people out on track at the moment. Got Mud, who is coming into the pits, I believe. As we've also got MSG of Loaders starting a lap. Everyone's starting their laps around now.
I will point out Swift has just gone purple in the middle sector. So we'll just stay on board with him. Now, Swift obviously didn't get the best start to Italy. His game crashed in both qualifying and in the race. So this will kind of be his point as he's a bit slidey through that turn, or through Parabolica. We'll see him cross the line and go P8.
Ooh, okay. I think that
who will be the
slide
next to settle
cost him a little bit. It's like a Mercedes.
No, that's Vettel who's on an out lap. That's very close from the Red Bull there.
I think it'll be SJ coming through Ascari now.
Yeah, it will be SJ.
Oh, it is sliding everywhere.
Probably needs to improve here. He is in P12. He is one of the... I would say he's one of my contenders for the Div 5 Championship, but we'll see here. Holding it up, going into 4th, slamming it back up to 5th, going into overtake around Palaborica, goes into 6th, 7th, using the curb, trying to cut as much time as he can, goes P10. We'll
wow.
Have...
I thought SJ would be up there a bit more. As
I think that...
Toodle has just finished a lap. Gone 6th fastest.
Toodle goes 6th. Alright. I was about to say, I can't tell who just went up, but someone went up.
There's a lot of people.
MSG Overloaded hasn't validated his lap. We do have Dog on an out lap right behind him. 3 minutes left. You would imagine everyone would start coming into the pits if they're not on an out lap right now.
Yeah, the people that are just coming into the pits now might be a little bit too late for them. People such as MSG Overloaded.
That's Swift. Who's next? That is Swift.
Like it.
Who is down on his time, so we're not going to pay attention to Swift. We'll go back to Dog.
Swift will have to go.
Unless that's
I think Swift is done for quali.
Yeah, Swift is done for quali, I reckon. Because if he's coming into the pits, you need about 2 minutes to cross, so he needs to be quick out of the pits.
It's 2 minutes in the dry. So
Tyler hasn't validated again. Vettel is on a lap, so we'll go with him for the moment. Vettel will go P7. He is on
that
none.
might be a little bit of sandbagging from Vettel.
I don't necessarily
What's
think
happening
it's
in the Mercedes camp.
I don't necessarily think it's sandbagging. I think he's setting up for another lap because of the time. Because if it is going quicker, he would want to be on an out lap this lap, which I think he is. So I think he's on a cooldown lap, and then he'll go again towards the end. Because I can definitely tell you that he does not want to sandbag in this league. Tyler has gone 13th. According to Dynasty, he effed up the last chicane. Dynasty told him to pull off. Fininator is going, come on, Tudor. Who is actually on a lap, so I guess we'll go on board with Tudor.
Oh, but who's this in front? Get out of the way.
Alpine of either Akuji or MSG Overloaded. He's gotten past him pretty well. Going third gear into the chicane of 4 and 5. Going through Lesmo 1, not exactly using the curb. That's probably what you want to do when it's raining. Going into Lesmo 2 does use that curb a bit. Alright, with 2 doors in P7, that's sandbagging. TFT Legend goes pole.
He's on a lap.
Temporarily.
Ooh, okay.
1 minute left as Tudor has actually gone through Purple Sector 2. We are seeing a lot of Purple Sector 2s around, but it's hard to believe it with the game. He did go slidey through Ascari, and I think that might have screwed him here. Just keep an eye on him as he will get a slipstream from the Red Bull. We'll just keep an eye on Tudor
lap here.
Yeah.
We're a lap from Tudor. We're about to go up to the line.
P3.
Third fastest. Okay.
It'll be the next driver to set a lap. Vettel, no. Tyler is on a lap at the moment. Hey goes pole by 5/10. And it looks like Mud has gone P3. It's hard to keep up with what's going on.
There's a lot happening. Dog is starting his lap.
Yeah. And it's Williams of JJ there. Then we've got the Ferrari of Banglabai who goes P4.
Oh, okay.
Qualifying is finished. Swift is out. P15 for Swift. I think that's Min-May. So Min-May will be the next to set a time, and he's a second up on his time. Using that water to try to get... drier. Absolutely. Min-May has had to go into the waters. We will have we'll actually have an onboard request for Drift, so we will go on board with Drift, who's been validated. Sammy, I will honour that in the second lap of the feature race. So that will be done, but it'll be on the first lap or the second lap of the feature race. As Drift has left the session.
Okay.
Do you want to try and invite him back?
Try and get him in. Yep.
Absolutely. Vettel goes second. TMT goes third. Akuji goes fourth. Cross Eyes goes 8th. NZT 19th. Min-May 19th. NZT 18th. Cross Eyes will go 9th. Drift will go 11th. Who's gone across? Maddie will stay P14. Damino has run out of fuel, so will stay P10. Tyler goes 7th. Tudor up to the line will stay P8. Damino will get that P10. Dante coming across the line will go P5. Mud will go P6. Who else do we have? THC Gamer will be the next. And goes P2!
Wow, that's a very good lap.
SJ has run out of fuel.
Going around.
He will take it though. So Banglabai will be the final person to cross the line here. So we'll stay on board with Banglabai, but I think he is out. Drift's AI impeded Vettel.
Okay. I have sent him an invite. But,
My suggestion would be, Dynasty, get him to clip it and put it into the reports, because as mentioned, what your AI does, you are liable for. So, probably just do that. Please, Banglabai, take the line. No, don't pit. Don't pit. Thank you. He took the flag. Thank you. All right. He's coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know, Sammy. He has actually joined.
He's
Okay,
back.
cool. So, hey, we'll take the official pole position for Monza, with THC JJ Gamer getting second, Vettel getting third, TMT Legend getting fourth, Akuchi getting fifth, Dante Eminem getting sixth, Mud seventh, Banglabai eighth, Tyler ninth, Tudor 10th, Cross Eyes 11th, Damiano 12th, Drifts 13th, Cronedog 14th, SJ 15th, Maddie 16th, Swift 17th, NZT 18th, Minmay 19th, and MSG Overloaded in 20th. Yes, JJ, you did time that to absolute perfection, and you did actually make my point true. Saying that if you cross the line last, you are most likely to get a really good lap and up the qualifying. So the race was drying, or the quality was drying. And we're back to dry.
Well, I'm not in yet. I can't see. But yeah, I wonder if there's going to be any rain, because I can see some clouds in the back. Not too sure if that's if they're rain clouds, but it's possible. Definitely possible. Sorry, in the Div 2 race.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll just keep on board with this one. A couple of dropouts, but I think we're good for connection, from my understanding.
It should be fine. I haven't seen too many issues.
We'll just quickly pause and I'll get something out.
Just trying to get the Twitch back up. Just waiting for
And I'll let you take away the lead
cars to
lap.
get their strats. And it's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. It looks like a good launch from Hey Hey. As I'm just getting everything up. Dante, Eminem, and Mud go side by side as a car off the track. That looks
was
like
a kick.
Tudor. Not too sure what's happened there, but coming into turn 1, maybe someone missed their braking point, as it looks like cars went 3 wide coming out of turn 2. It might have been Drift if he is still on AI.
Just
Going
this.
further up, it
Have
looks
a look
like
at
Vettel and Jay go side by side. Vettel gets the position from Jay. Sorry, what were you saying, Edge?
But we'll have a look at the tyres. The only one to go on hards is Cronedog, as Drift has mentioned that he can't actually take control. So we are monitoring that.
Mud and Akuji going side by side. Okay, looks like looks like Mud just tried to go around the outside of Akuji out of Scari.
Whoa!
As Hey Hay's already broken DRS. What's happening at the back there with Mud?
I think that was Mud going all the way off the track at Ascari. Hey has actually pulled DRS on Vettel yet, or so far.
There's contact with Mud and Cross Eyes, as Tudor has gone way off the track. After that contact.
I'm about to say, could that have been a snap that he's just pulled off to avoid anything? Stunte Eminem has actually gone into P2. JJ Gamer gives P3. Vettel, not sure. Oh, Vettel, that was a beautiful switchback from Vettel on JJ there. JJ falling down the positions, losing P3 to Vettel and P4 to Banglabai. Matty will get the move done on Drift as well.
Kuji's gone for it on JJ. Down the inside. Oh, looks like very good racing, but they're still side by side. Overtake is not done yet. JJ gets the inside line for the first Lesmos as a bit of a moment, letting TMT go through.
I think he took the grass.
Still side by side. TMT goes off the track. Damien Ho tries to get through as well. Looks like they're going to try to go 3 wide with Solomon Davey. as Mud is also there.
Yeah, I think
There's
Tyler
a
was very
lot
smart
happening.
pulling out there. Just got on board with Mud so we can get a full vision of this Damino JJ Gamer fight, as Mud will actually get it. And MSG gets the first penalty. Just have a look at Tyler.
Very quick.
JJ falling down the order. It's
And
very telling.
it's
Drifts,
very close.
if you can't take control, I'm okay if you want to leave and we can try to get you another invite back in. I think I just saw... No, I didn't. JJ has actually gone almost side by side with Tyler there. Vettel moving up into that P3 position. This is letting Hey escape with it at the moment. They need to focus up and actually try to catch Hey here, who is running away with it. Just quickly to drifts, you can stay spectating if you want, but reset the game and let us know. And then if you can't take control, then that's fine. We'll figure out something that we can do. You might get an extra point. I'll talk to the other managers to see what we can do. But yeah, Hey running away with it at the moment. 2.4 second gap. That mainly is probably because of the front, or the I'm going to say the front three, fighting with Dante, Vettel, and Banglabai.
Yeah. Of course, Darius here is very powerful, but if you're just going to fight through every corner, not too great. But yeah, what the front runners really want to do is let one burn while the other one stays behind and just swap.
Yeah, JJ does get a penalty, as it looks like Tyler has gone wide and he's crashed, and Swift is out.
Oh no!
We have
Tudor's involved as well.
Oh my goodness!
As a T is spun on the track. I think there were a couple of unsafe re-entries there as well.
Drift, I don't think it matters anymore. I don't think it matters if you bring out a safety car or not. We are under full safety car conditions. That is...
Wow.
And that's Drift and Swift gone.
Looks like a free pit stop for the guys at the back. I wonder if any of them have damage. I reckon a lot of them would. As it looks like Tudor does not get a wing change. Let's see if anyone else does.
Just keep an eye on that. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
What's on no?
Oh no.
Oh no?
Oh no.
What are we unknowing? Speak to me, Edge.
Hold up. Okay, hold up. I can fix this. I can fix it.
That doesn't sound good.
No, we fixed it.
That's
Okay, we're
Minmay.
good. We're good. We're good.
Minmay
We're
is
good.
spun under safety car.
Oh no,
Coming out of
Minmay!
the pits, it looks like. And oh, well, I'm not too sure what's happened there. Someone's got damage. It's Hey, I think. No,
Wait, what?
Drift.
No, that's
Drift
Drift.
has retired.
Drift
And,
was...
yeah, he pulled right behind the safety car, so I'm not too sure what's just happened there. Hey
yeah,
coming into the pits.
Thunderballs. My controller disconnected. That was the issue.
Oh,
Yeah, Swift. We did get it on stream, hence why it has been noted. Yeah, Hey, diving into the pits. Probably not a... I'm not going to say it's not a smart idea, but Vettel also going in. So you
I
got
think Hay's got a stop go.
No, he didn't.
Just being held up in the pits.
He's Tyler's
been
actually...
jumped
Oh,
by
Vettel's
Vettel.
actually jumped him. That is very
Wow.
interesting. But, yes, it did... No, Drift, your AI didn't retire itself. There was a crash. Because you got a 10-second time penalty for that.
I think what made it retire was the leaving the session. Because I did see an Aston pull behind the safety car.
Terminal damage from Swift. Tyler got a penalty. Warning. Penalty. Warning.
So I did just see Banglabai and Dante go side by side under safety car,
Yeah.
which
If
you
they
are
are going
not
side by
allowed to
side.
do.
That's not good, Swift, because it wasn't a clear view of what happened. So probably try to recover it if you can.
Safety car's coming in very early. Still 4 cars that haven't caught up yet. looking a bit further back. Doesn't look like those cars aren't going to be let to catch up. Those are the wrong words. As Banglabai is restarting us after this safety car. Let's see when he goes, keeping it around 100 kph. Let's see when he goes, just tapping that accelerator, and he's gone. And he's caught Dante napping a bit. And there are cars already side by side, Mud and Damino. But you cannot overtake before that start-finish line.
Absolutely. Sorry, go.
Yep. I was just saying there's a massive gap between Mud and Crondog already as Cross Eyes taps Maddie. Just looking a bit further back. Doesn't look like any damage or incidents as MSG is right on the back of Cross Eyes. Looks like a clean safety car restart here. As we have got Banglabai in P1, Dante in P2, Akuji in P3, Demino in P4, and Mud in P5, and then Crondog in P6 with a bit of a gap between him and the car in front.
But that's probably not
some
bad because he is on hards. Sorry. Let's see. He's on hards. He's the only driver in the top 9 to 1 not have pit and 2 be on hards. So I think Crondog's okay with the gap, considering the people behind him are pitting and haven't exactly pulled away, as Hey has actually gotten past Vettel now. So that could be an interesting choice from Vettel, as it looks like Hey has burned to try to get that DRS. He is burning down the straight, wanting to create that gap, setting a purple sector 3. Getting past
MSG.
Did he, though? Because they're still side by side. MSG! Oh my goodness. Alright, well that was caught.
Yeah, yes it was, as it's been tapped in the back, I think.
Yep. Cross Eyes, you can definitely get that penalty removed.
Yes.
So that'll be noted. Sorry, I will need you to keep going because I need to note that.
Yep. It looks like Damien Ho is getting very close to Dante M&M here. It's very close to the front. This is a 10th between Mud and Damien Ho. Trying to get a nose in to see if anything can happen in front. Just gets on the grass on the entry of the second Lesmo. Looking very close here as Hey goes side by side with MSG again. Still side by side coming through a Scary. MSG just backs out. Vettel is right on their tail though, trying to get some sort of a move done as Akuji gets past Banglabai just before the final corner. Banglabai takes it back, but the DRS detection point is right here as Dante tries to go right past Akuji. Manages to get it done. Is he going to try on Banglabai as well? But here comes Akuji down the middle of them both. Goes down turn 1. Damien Ho's also in the middle there. 3 wide coming into turn 1. Still 3 wide. Just gets it done, but I'm not sure if there will be a protest against that because there was no room left on the outside there. Dante side by side with Mud. They try and keep it like this coming to the next corner. We've also got Damien Ho and Banglabai side by side. There's a little bit of contact with the cars in front as everyone tries to break. Damien Ho's off the track. Mud sideswipes a little bit. Oh,
yeah,
God,
I did catch
there's a lot
that.
happening.
The Ferrari's pushing their way through.
I need a breath.
Yeah, no. Saints, I did see that, hence why it's been noted. As I've mentioned, he can get that removed. So, yeah. I did note, that has been noted, so thank you, Saints. We'll keep an eye on this battle. Obviously, Akuji leading at the moment. Mud, Banglabai really forcing the issue against the RB of Damino and the Red Bull of Dante. Chronodog in P6. Matty P7. Hey has moved up to 8. TMT has actually overtaken Vettel as well into P9 and 10 respectively. SJ back up to P11. Cross Eyes, because of that 3 second, because of the incident, has actually fallen down the grid a little bit as Tudor will try to go for the move here. Does set the fastest lap.
Look at the two
Hey
Ferraris.
will actually overtake Matty. Chrome will actually overtake Dante, and the Ferraris will overtake each other. A lot of swapping around at the moment as Damino and
A
Krondog will
lot.
go side by
Krondog's off
side.
the track.
Krondog is off the track.
Ooh,
Vettel getting past
again.
TMT and SJ getting past TMT. And SJ getting past
SJ gets
Vettel.
past Vettel.
Was
What has
that,
happened to Vettel? He's getting passed by TMT.
that looked like he slowed down, so that may have been an illegal overtake. Cross Eyes will follow him through. If someone can let me know what's happened with Vettel, because I have a feeling that was an illegal overtake. But not too many gaps considering the instance we've seen. MSG Overloaded is in P18 though. He did just pit. So he's the only driver that is not within 10 seconds of the next driver ahead.
Just looking out for the Ferraris here, their battery isn't too high. And Akuji has actually broken the DRS. So I'm not too sure if the Ferraris can work together too well here. Especially when we go side by side through turn 1 and 2. As Damino and Heihei are side by side, there's a bit of contact. Damino's just ahead. The detection point's there for the DRS, but it looks like they are both going to get it from the cars in front. As it looks like Tudor has got past Vettel as well, so I'm not too sure what's happened to Vettel. As JJ and Maddie have both come into the pits. Doesn't look like any damage. Oh, it does look like damage for JJ. So looking like some good, close, aggressive fighting here, Edge.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely look into what's going on here. I'm actually just trying to get my second screen working so that I can at least comment in chat. I'm going to test it. Give me a second. Yeah, no, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so Vettel had to slow down to give back the positions, but he is at the back of that grouping now. Crosseyes has actually gained a couple of positions. Hey is in P4 now, so I think he's one to definitely watch out for. Dominating that qualifying. Okay, that's fun. There we go. Okay, fixed it. We're good. I'm looking at penalties. So Crosseyes will probably get that 3 seconds removed. So the penalties are just JJ Gamer and MSG Overloaded with 3 seconds each. Hey, taking it short, almost running into the back of Mud, who's pitting. That was very close.
Did also see a very good move from SJ. I think it was on Dante. Just, I think they were side by side through Ascari. Oh, as Tudor looks like just taps the back of Dante. But yeah, the tyre situation, it looks like Krondog, Bangleby, Demino, Akuji, and Crosseyes and Dante would all have to pit again. Or pit for the first time.
Yeah, definitely. And there could still be a safety car. Remembering how chaotic this race has been, there definitely could be a safety car. But hey has broken that DRS to his fellow competitor of Asif. So Asif will be wanting to try to get those positions back. At the moment, I would say definitely Hei's in the driving seat, probably.
Here goes Krondog. Krondog's just overtaken Bangleby. And I'm not too sure what happened there. It looks like a massive overspeed, as that has allowed SJ to catch up with a massive train behind him all the way down to Vettel in 10th. Just looking at the battery levels in that train, Bangleby and Krondog at the least, and Damino's coming into the pits now. I think this would just be around the pit window for the mediums, Edge.
Yeah, absolutely. This is definitely the pit window for those mediums. Bucking Bronco has just said Mud and Matty AU undercut. That is definitely a possibility, looking at it. We'll just
a lot of the cars don't have to pit because they already have.
That is very true. Sorry, I'm just trying to get a prediction up. Here we go. So the prediction is going up. There will be a 5-minute submission period. Will we see another safety car? So there is that prediction that has started. Will we see another safety car? As Krondog gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh,
that is no bueno. That is absolutely no bueno from Krondog there.
I was just about to say that the two McLarens have pulled away from Bangleby as TMT gets past Banglaby as well, trying to catch up to the cars in front. He is on those older mediums, so I believe he should be coming to the pits pretty soon.
You would have to
But
think so.
TMT does not want to lose touch with those cars in front. As SJ is also out of DRS. Maybe Krondog will try to slow down a little bit.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like it.
We'll try to slow. Akuji will be the first pit, making Hey take the lead of the race. Krondog will be in P2. He'll definitely have to think about moving across for his teammate to let him through. As TMT, Banglaby, Dante are all pretty close together, you'd think that those two would have to pit. As Vettel does get the move possibly done on Dante, going side by side through turn 1, gets the overcut on the corner, pulls out, goes straight through. We do have a fair bit of bidding at the moment on the prediction. It looks like a 49-51 split, so you never know what can happen here.
I'll
just keep an eye. I reckon we need to keep an eye on that Banglaby to Maddie gap. Because if we have a look at leader gap, Banglaby is 5 seconds off, Maddie is 27. So that is very close to being a 20-second gap between. Vettel will want to get past Banglaby here as he's gone wide, coming into that DRS sector. Opens up the DRS. Will get past him by that. Can Dante also get it? As Tudor gets a 3-second time penalty.
Oh no.
You would have to think it's time to pit. Cross Eyes needs an invite. I will sort that.
I've sent Cross Eyes 2.
You've already sent Cross Eyes 2? Alright.
Yep, I'll send him another one.
That's all good. We will get that sorted. Thank you for letting us know. As Dante and Banglaby will go side by side. I think Banglaby will be coming into pit. Because he does look like he is taking that.
Hugging the right side of the track.
Yep. And Dante will
so is Dante.
across. Dante
That's
gets
speeding.
a 10-second time penalty
There it
for
is.
speeding.
Saw that coming from a mile away.
Oh my goodness. I've just been pointed out something. If Hey wins, Hey will be the first female to win Rush. Or to win a Rush race.
Wow.
That would be massive, as Damino sets the fastest lap. I don't know what to say here now.
Yeah, it's kind of calming down a bit as Mud is right on the back of Damino. Looked like they got it very, very close to each other in the braking zone of turn 1. Looks like Mud's all over the place. Getting on the inside curb, which you don't really want to do. Maybe getting a little bit impatient as that gap between Minmay and Domino's has expanded by quite a lot.
Yeah, as SJ gets a 3-second time penalty.
It's a lot of penalties coming now.
Yep, so we'll quickly go across to stops. The only driver not to stop is Krondog. So it'll be very interesting to see, because I think if we see a safety car, everyone will be going on the mediums, you would think. Actually, what did JJ Gamer start on?
I can check.
He's pit twice, so just check to see if he's gone onto a second tyre. As TMT will get past Krondog.
Started on the mediums.
Did he go onto a hard though, or does he go on mediums?
Mediums to hards.
Okay, so he has swapped tyres. Low tyre deck, they'll be fine. It's a long stint on the hards, that is true. But we did see JJ, I think, get another 3-second time penalty. So if we go to the penalties... So you've got Krondog and SJ on 3 seconds each, Tudor on 3 seconds, Dante on 10, MSG Overloaded on 6, JJ Gamer on 6, and Krondog all the way down in 18th. Hasn't had the best of races so far. Does have that 3-second time penalty, but that is from an incident, however.
I'm not sure Cross Eyes is back in yet. I'm just seeing another invite.
We'll have a look from Hater and YNWA Saints. Can you let us know if Cross Eyes is back in? I will just say this, while we do have a bit of a lull in the race, if you are looking to get a penalty removed, please make sure to submit the race director and your race director. Wonderful, he's in. Okay, cool. And he's just joined.
Okay, good timing.
So that is good timing, as we will see Vettel and SJ. I would say Vettel and SJ would be like Tsunoda and Alonso, if you remember that battle. The old versus the new. I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
As Vettel will get past before the DRS even opens. He will get that one. Okay. He is trying to get back into his car. So that is an overtake for Vettel, moving him up into P4, net P5, depending on how much time he can gain to Krondog. TMT Legend will get P2 at the moment, and Hey will actually inherit the lead. of the Division 5 Championship as well. Submissions have closed on that prediction, so we are just waiting for that to come through. As Cross Eyes does have control, Banglabai gets past Maddie AU. You would have to think that Banglabai, Akuji, Mud, and Damino should scythe through the pack pretty quickly, considering the tyre difference on those tyres, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, but again, they don't really need to pit. No one has to pit apart from Crondog.
Yeah, Crondog is the only one who has to pit. Let's have a look.
Minmay and Mud very close on track. Mud's got no battery, but he's going around the outside of Minmay.
Does get the move done. Akuji does try to follow Mudpack through. Can't get it done though. So they'll lead going into it. Akuji going for it. He's put it in hot lap. As Minmay looks to be going for the move. Akuji will sweep to the inside and possibly get both of them. He will definitely pull it up. Can he get both of them? This will be an amazing double overtake. We'll actually go on board with Minmay to get a better view of this. They're still side by side. Akuji is trying to get that overtake done, and he will scythe past Mud to actually make it a double overtake.
I think Minmay will be able to get it as well. Just careful diving down the inside.
Pulls it up well.
But he's spun. Very unfortunate. It's very hard to get the traction down there.
Absolutely. Turn 1 is one of those. Can you check lap times from Mud and the leader? I cannot, unfortunately. That might be something that Whiff may be able to do, but I can't.
I can.
Vettel and SJ are having a right old battle for P4 at the moment. SJ is actually doing his team a massive favour because now Vettel's outside of that 3 seconds. So Vettel will need to push. He does have a lot of his battery though, so he does have that time to push if he needs to. Crondog and TMT Legend are actually pretty close. We do have a yellow in Sector 2 that will be Cross Eyes, who actually has spun, I think. And it's spun again.
Oh.
He's trying to turn around. Just keep an eye on him. Doesn't appear to be any wing damage, so he's held it up pretty well.
Just something to point out here. It looks like Mud is about half a second quicker than Hey Hey each lap. So yeah, if they can keep it at this rate, then I think Mud would be up there.
Yeah, if we have a look at this, it is a 23-second gap to leader with 9 laps left. Probably need more than half a second a lap quicker, but it depends on how far Hey Hey can fall off, or how far her times fall off. This SJ Vettel battle has got me really intrigued at the moment.
Yeah, but SJ does have that penalty, and so does Crondog.
But at the moment,
remember, Crondog does have to pit.
Oh yeah, Crondog does have to pit as well. I keep forgetting about that. So that actually...
I was going to say that SJ might be holding up Vettel to try and keep him out of the pen range as it goes a little bit wide there, SJ.
But I don't think it would matter, because Crondog does have to pit, remember? But
yeah. But apart from that, we have got Bulldog asking for pens, which you've already got up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if Crondog's waiting for a safety car.
I think it would have to.
I think, at this point, yeah. And it's Judge Gigman's another 3 second. But I think at this point, it's Crondog's waiting for a safety car to come out. NZT is sneaking up closer, getting within 2.8 seconds, but that is definitely because Vettel and SJ keep battling. I would say it's a battle, from the looks of it. I don't think they'd be working together, as SJ does have 48% battery, Vettel does have 63% battery. Crondog has fallen out DRS from TMT Legend though, so that is big. That is very big at the moment compared to what's going on. Dimino getting past Two Door Gaming, who are both behind Tyler, who's almost broken that DRS from Dimino because of that fight. I think that'll be something he'll be looking to do. Just stay on board with Crone. At what point here do you pull the trigger and just go, it's not happening? Like, surely at this point now, you're out of DRS, you just pull the trigger and go, yeah, no, I can't keep up. He will pull the trigger. So, Chrome Dog will come in, Vettel will inherit third, SJ will inherit fourth. Does he actually get DRS? No, he does not. Vettel has broken DRS. That is a good point. We will actually start possibly talking about that. We do have what looks to be Min-Mei has actually gone off at a Ascari there. Whiff, are you there?
Yes, sorry.
Wonderful. Let's
I
go
am back.
with... Well, we'll start the discussion here, Kaki. We'll go for it. Dynasty has just put the Shake and Bake, and XD Lamb has put SJU Bottle. Kalki's put Vettel Cooking. Thunderballs has suggested we start talking about Driver of the Day. So I think it's a bit too early to 100% say. But if people want to throw out their suggestions for Driver of the Day from what they've seen, I'm certainly happy to take suggestions earlier than 5 laps. As Hey's crashed! Oh no! Hey's crashed! I don't think Hey has damage, but that is not good. There's no damage on Hey. But TMT is back in. We'll have a look at this. As Mod gets a 3-second time penalty. And for the first
TMT's
time...
going for it.
In the first time in 10 laps, Hey has lost the lead to TMT. This has now just gotten interesting. Can
Yes,
we
it
see
has.
Vettel has 6 seconds to catch up. Those two will be fighting. Can Vettel catch up and make this a 3-way fight? Or is this just going to be TMT and Hey running away with it?
Yeah, I don't think they would try and work together. But
Absolutely
I'm just trying
not.
to see the warnings. Looks like Hey is on 0 warnings and TMT is on 1. So maybe they might try and force each other into some warnings to try and get a penalty. But it looks like Hey is in the hot lap, trying to go down the inside just before Ascari. Is TMT going to stay? It looks like it just stays behind.
TMT will hold position. I do want to point out, in that DRS section, Vettel had gained 5.7 or it was up to 5.7, so he gained 0.4, and then immediately lost that in the DRS section. But he is 2.2 seconds clear of SJ, and he does have the lowest battery out of the 3. So it'll be very interesting to see how he goes. TMT will get the DRS here. It is now lap 22, so if you have a Driver of the Day suggestion, we've already got one of TMT. I'm going to switch away from the tyres for a second just to have a look at positions gained. NZT going up 13 positions and SJ going up 10. I think my vote would be NZT because I feel like he's been quiet. He's definitely grown or gone up those positions. He will actually inherit P4. Hato has also put NZT. As Dante gets a 3-second time penalty. So I think NZT might possibly be our Driver of the Day, but we'll keep an eye on him. Whiff, do you have any other suggestions, maybe?
Yeah, it was either between NZT and SJ, so my vote is going to be SJ.
Okay, so we've
Up
got
11 spots.
We've got an SJ versus NZT, and we'll throw in TMT Legend because we did have someone say it. Being P2, he hasn't given up yet on possibly being P1. So we'll definitely see. I think Hey is in for a shout as well. So there's definitely 4 drivers that are in for a shout of Driver of the Day. Because Hey's domination has been pretty solidified up until that one mistake in Ascari. I would almost agree with that, Dante. TMT, Hey, SJ, or NZT. I think those are the options that we have. Just keep an eye on this racing just to monitor what happens here. Because if something happens, then it could change the whole aspect of the race. I think it's fair to
definitely.
say.
There's 8 tenths between TMT and Hey. So Hey might just be trying to pull away from TMT. It looks very close, right on the 1 second. Around
Hey
here, just
is
going around this
pushing.
corner is the DRS zone. And
He's
it
got
looks like
He's got it.
TMT just has DRS. Well, that's close.
Hey was definitely, as Tyler gets a 3-second time penalty. That'll help Akuji, as he does make the overtake on Tudor. Banglabai gets a 3-second time penalty, and Tudor has lost a few positions there actually as well, with Krondog and Mud.
Krondog on those fresh mediums.
On those fresh mediums. NZT has overtaken SJ. So now NZT will go on that gain, and I think that kind of gets rid of SJ for driver of the day. Because we have a look at positions. Yep, NZT's up 14. So I think that solidifies that. There you go, Marzi. I'm already on it for pens. That's it. I can't keep it on pens forever, but I'll try to.
Yeah. Tudor gets past Mud right before the DRS zone.
Krondog has already caught Akuji on those mediums. And has already solidified a gap to that.
Tudor has just missed out on DRS. So again, that detection point is right after the corner. They go 3 wide, the 2 Ferraris and Tudor. Ferraris again try to go side by side through turn 1 and 2, as it looks like Mud has made contact with his teammate and spun. Matty is coming in to pick up the pieces, but he gets on the grass and almost hits Mud. I think he had to brake a little bit there just to get away from hitting the Ferrari in the side, as JJ Gamer gets a pen.
Yeah, that was a very interesting one. Hey has actually broken DRS from TMT Legend. So I think that kind of solidifies that for the moment. And as Hey will cross the line, that will actually mean that we don't get a safety car. So that will mean that prediction... I was going to say, that means that prediction will be over. And we'll complete that.
Just something to point out, Mud also has a wing damage. Not sure if that was from...
Might be from
his collision with his teammate.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll do another prediction for the race win. We'll quickly chuck it in. Just see if I can get this in before we do anything. As MSG has crashed. That would have been a safety car too.
It would have.
Oh, that would have been a safety car.
Where it is.
It's on.
Cross-eyes has been lapped.
I think that may have been on the other side of Ascari, in my opinion.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty weird spot to crash from the map. But Cross-eyes being lapped, not too good considering he was on AI for quite a bit. As Minmay and JJ Gamer go side by side through turn 1 and 2, it looks like JJ has just kept the position. A lot of battery, 75% compared to Minmay's 16. I think JJ might try and pull away and get Minmay out of that penalty range.
So we do have.
Minmay's got 12 seconds. That's a lot.
We do have a final prediction. I think this kind of is a gimme, but just in case, of who will win. NZT is catching Vettel. So we do have TMT, Vettel, and NZT put in, as that is your front 4. And I don't think SJ
Your man JJ Gamer. They go side by side through Ascari. I think they both get a warning there. There's a bit of contact and they both went off the track. Sorry, Edge.
No, you're good. Well, that's it. Keep me updated on the battles, because I missed half of them.
Okay, well, JJ's going for it on Minmay. It looks like just before the DRS zone. Just before the DRS detection point. As, again, Minmay not too much battery compared to JJ, but he's coming to the pits.
I think he might be going for fastest lap, but I think it's too late.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it won't be, because he'll be on lap 20... Yeah, he'll be on lap 26, so he'll cross the line.
It won't be too late, but he might get lapped by the leaders. And he was in the points.
He wouldn't have got the points, though, because he has 12 seconds, so it would be Krondog. So Krondog at the moment gets the extra point. I think it's fair to say that NCT has put a massive performance in, and I think does deserve driver of the day. As Tudor gets a 3-second time penalty. So I think we've... I don't know if Whiff has any arguments to that. Cross Eyes will get the fastest lap of the race. So actually putting it in back with Haas. He won't get a point for it, unfortunately, being in P17. But that does put him back into it. Whiff, are you there, mate?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think we're fair to say that Chef has won the driver of the day, being in P4. Yeah. And I think that means Hey will win the race.
And he is still catching Vettel, so he might have a little bit of a battle towards the end.
He might have
as Vettel's on 50%, as T is on 75, trying to regen
he is going
all
for
that battery.
He is going for it, and Vettel is also in hot lap, so they're both in hot lap at the moment. NZT's actually switched to
on none. He's been on none for quite a while, so he's going to try and burn it all coming into the final lap.
He's back in overtake.
Is this the final lap?
This is the final lap.
This is the final lap. Oops.
So we'll just keep an eye, as Hey has actually burned her battery all the way down.
So is TMT.
TMT, yeah. So I think it's fair to say that Hey has put in a massive performance in. I'm pretty sure started on pole and has now come across to win the race of Div 5. So Aston Martin and RB have bounced back from the previous races. Mercedes will continue their domination in this round, getting another podium. Entity will cross the line in 4th. SJ crosses the line in 5th, but Demino gets him on the pens. As Tyler will come across 7th. Krondo comes across 8th, but Kuji will get those 2 positions and actually finish 7th. Banglabai finishes 10th. Tudor finishes 11th. Will Matty get back? He gets Tudor, so he will get P12. Dante gets a 10-second time penalty. Mud gets P13. The final points will go to Kick Salva. So it's hard to tell who's had a good weekend at the moment, because you've obviously got Aston Martin, who have won their first race in Rush this season. I think it's RB's first podium, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know Div 4 was double. It is? Okay, cool. And then we've also got the McLaren getting both in the top 10 as Cross Eyes crashed. Cross Eyes has crashed.
I'm not too sure what's happened there. That's spun over the line, maybe.
Yeah.
Which you are not allowed to do, but that's very far from the line, so...
Yeah, that's pit exit. I think we might be interested in watching that, as NZT rightfully earns Driver of the Day. And in Season 8 of Rush, that is actually 2 extra points. So that means that he'll get an extra 2 points from that in the Haas as well. So that is good for that as well. Good performance by Hey, I must admit, getting P1. Absolute domination. The first female driver to win a race. Good performance from TMT. I think he gave up a good challenge there, going into that final, the final few laps. But just that domination by Hey actually is impressive. Going not lights to flag, but pretty well. Entity going up from P18 to a P4 is really good. Driver of the day stuff. And then you've got SJ going up from P15 to P6 is a massive performance. 4th, 5th, and 6th did not start inside the top 10. Someone has just said the kick bottle was unfortunate. And I actually think that's your driver and Sem.
Yes. Yeah, wasn't a too great of a race. There was a bit of contact, but we'll win next week, I'm sure.
Sure.
But yeah, good race from Hey. Started in ended the sprint actually DNF'd. So to see going from DNF to a win in the feature is really good.
Absolutely. I'm just going to see if I can try to get them in for the interview. I'm going to try to get everyone in for the interviews. We'll just do that. And we will actually jump out of this and see who we can get in. Hey is an absolute dark horse. It's one of the new members, or one of the new full-time drivers As Watanabe has mentioned, one of the shocks of the season so far, a reserve driver coming in and winning their first race. It looks like we do have Vettel in, so we will actually start with Vettel in the Mercedes, and we'll go as we can. Let me just get the car up. There we go. Vettel, are you there, mate?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Absolutely good performance in both the sprint and the feature race. Tell us, how was that race? Because from what we saw, you were doing pretty well up until the pit stops, and then you sort of just fell back and weren't able to catch back up to hey there.
I don't know. To be honest, I just raced my race. Just, you know, I guess she was more aggressive with it, got the overtakes early, and I was stuck in traffic, which could have worked both ways. Could have worked well, couldn't have. But I'm happy with a podium any day. This is my first ever third place in Rush. I've got a first, never got a second. But great start to the season, and Mercedes has had a podium every race now.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that it's been an interesting week for Mercedes, but nice shout out to your team there.
Yes.
Thank you for that. We'll move over to Whiff, and we'll see if you have any other questions.
G'day, Vettel.
G'day, Whiff.
Yeah, it just looked a bit close with you and SJ there for a bit. What caused you to run away from SJ in that moment? Like, did he make a mistake, or did you just feel really confident, or what happened in that moment?
So Dynasty was in my ear saying, we will charge our battery, sit behind him, and then on I don't know what kind of lap, chuck it in a hot lap and just run away from him. And it worked perfectly, and we ran away, and for all I know, SJ didn't get anywhere near me.
Yeah, definitely seemed like he pulled away and never really heard from him again. But yeah, good stuff, Vettel.
Thank you.
No worries. Well, I think we'll move over to second place, which is TMT Legend, being the RBTP. You're definitely showing your boys how to do it, aren't you?
I mean, it's about time. This is my first Rush podium since season 5. So it's been over a year coming. And at a track like Monza, which I mean technically is one of the V-Carb home races. I mean, I was even running an Italy themed helmet for tonight as well, in honor of that. So I mean, to take P2 at Monza is pretty cool. It's a track I've never done well at before, so I'm glad to be changing that dynamic.
Absolutely. I'll pass it over to Whiff there. If he has any questions, and we'll go from there.
Yeah,
Thank
GMT.
G'day, Whiff.
TP to TP. I did notice you up there in the quali in the rain. Is that one of your kind of strong suits, or you just surprised you got up there?
I love the rain. Being no traction control does make it a little sketchy, but I don't know. I've always enjoyed the rain. It was always part of races that I would always do well in, was the races that had rain. And like even in previous seasons of other leagues and that as well, where I have struggled, I've always done well in the wet sessions. But I was running all but 0-0 wings basically, and so I thought for sure I was putting one in the wall. But I'm gutted. I mistimed my final set of runs because I was hoping to get 2 laps in at the end, and I only had enough time for 1. But my run through the Parabolica, I had a big put it sideways, had to catch it and keep going, and then just on my in lap at the end of the session, I think I took it a gear lower than what I normally would, just taking it easy and not to cause any yellow flags or whatever to distract any of the other drivers. And even a gear low, I gained about half a second on it, so I actually could have been right up on pole chance, which I've never done here in Rush. So I'm hoping for a few more wet qualies, a few wet races, and I might finally get a P1. It's been a long time coming since that. It's been season 3, so that would be nice to take another win, another pole.
Good to hear, mate. It's a very good race from you.
Thank you very much.
Hope to see you up there again.
I'm hoping to be up here too.
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something. Whiff, do you want to move on to, is it Chef?
Yeah, boys.
All right,
That was
cool. We
one
got
of
the
the
name
questions.
right. I was about to say, that's one of the questions. Is your name Chef? Because we were saying cheap, we were saying Chep.
Everybody
All that sort of
gets my
stuff.
name.
What would you prefer us to call you?
Oh, Chef's all good, bro.
Chef? Okay, all good. We'll go with Edge, I think.
Do you want to take it away? Sorry, I'm just trying to sort something out.
Okay. Yeah, so you started sort of towards the back and made your way up pretty nicely. I think you made a couple of good moves even before the safety car was at the start of the race. Was that just a bit of strategy masterclass or what?
To be honest, it was out of necessity. There was an incident on the back straight coming up to Ascari on lap 3, I think it was. And sort of just blocked the whole straight up and took my wing off, so I had to pit for the hards. And yeah, I was stuck on them, and I just worked on consistency. That's all I practiced really for the last few days, was just consistent laps, and they paid off.
It seemed to work for you. Yeah, I actually didn't see that you were involved in that incident. So yeah, for you to come back from that to driver of the day, that's amazing.
Thanks.
Pass you over to Edge if he's ready.
Absolutely. We did see you go from 18th all the way to... From 18th to P4. That's a massive thing. I do want to mention that you are the driver of the day. So there's actually an extra 2 points for your team as well. So that's a massive effort. Congratulations.
Oh, beautiful. Nice.
It's actually why we got you in. I just wanted to sort of discuss. You kind of started sneaking up on everyone. I will be honest. Whiff and I kind of weren't paying attention to your push through. But tell us, were you confident that you could get a P4, or was it kind of just like, I've qualified 18th, let's just see how the race goes and we'll take it one by one?
To be honest, I thought I could get into the top 10, but I wasn't sure what the top 10 had done for the pits during the safety car. So it was just sort of go one by one, keep consistent laps. I'd worked out a way to play with the ERS to keep consistent, good pace. And my tires hung on, which was really nice. And yeah, just one at a time, consistency, and it paid off.
Absolutely. That's a massive effort from you today. And congrats again on Driver of the Day. Unfortunately, it's not a podium, but it's some decent points, to be fair. Next week.
Thank you very much. Yeah, next week, maybe. Cheers, boys.
All good. No worries. So, unfortunately, we can't get Hey in, but we do actually have her TP of Watanabe. So, welcome to the comms box, Watanabe. What a result for your driver there. You must be absolutely cheering with that one.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I was cheering. There was me, Richardo, and Abam were all watching from the sidelines. It was a very, very good race. I'm super stoked that one of my drivers got their first win, and first female driver win. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked with that.
Absolutely. I just got to know, what was the game plan going into that? Because it kind of just... we were seeing it, but we couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I think honestly with the weather there was no real game plan. There was just focus on quali, see how that goes. Hey was on pole. Just try your best, see what happens, and she just pulled away and did an amazing job.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll pass you over to Whiff for any other questions as well.
G'day, Watanabe. Another TV.
How's it going?
Not bad. Yeah, especially after that race, I'm sure you'll be good as well. But yeah, Hey just broke DRS and kind of like Vettel, just never looked back and just drove off into the sunset until that one mistake. I don't know if we got that on the stream. Do you know what happened there, or just lapse of concentration?
I'm pretty sure what happened. So turning into a scar, I did the left, and then on the right hand, it took too much curve. Just had a bit of oversteer. Did really well to correct it though. And then yeah, just lost a bit of time from that.
Yeah, it's a very easy part of the track to make a mistake on, and saw a lot of crashes there, especially in the sprint. So glad you saved it and went on to win. But
Yeah, for sure.
race.
Those crashes in the sprint, they were just one after the other. That was very entertaining.
very entertaining, and I'm sure very scary for the drivers as well.
Oh, for sure.
Well, thanks for hopping in, and yeah, Aston seemed to do an alright job. It's alright.
No worries, boys. Catch you later.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you for popping in.
No worries.
And that'll be the end of the Division 5 race. So that was the first sprint of the season done. I'm pretty sure there's 2 more to go. Please join us next week for, I think it's Kota or Hungary, I want to say.
It would be Hungary.
Hungary on Monday. Now, we do also have 2 more races this week of Div 6 and Div 3 on Wednesday. It'll really become the question of, can Mercedes keep their good week, I would say, so far, of not being off the podium going. And it'll also be the question of, can Kick keep up their momentum as well this week as well? Or will we see another team, maybe a Mercedes, sorry, not a Mercedes, a McLaren, a Red Bull, could even be, it could be anyone on the grid to win the next race. So be sure to stay tuned. And again, thank you to our sponsors of SimLab, Pagnian, Speed Nation, and AI369. Everyone else, I will say goodbye, and I'll pass you over to Whiff to say his final regards.
Just a word to the Kicks. We're going to win the season. That's it. That's all.
No worries. Well, enjoy the rest of your night, everyone, and thank you for tuning in.